Hey everybody, it's Matt here and this is my snake adventure. Now, this video is to kind of let you know who I am, what this whole vlog is about, and the reason why I'm documenting it on YouTube. And it's kind of like a beginner's guide from a beginner's point of view. Some things you see on YouTube, they make it look really easy. And when you try and do it yourself, you're just like, oh my God, Like the first time I fed Diesel, it took me a long time to get him to take it. Not because of him, it was because I was doing it wrong. But I will explain that in my next video. This is more just about who I am and why I've now finally, at the very young age of 33, I've now gone and got myself a ball python. Now it starts when I was a young boy back in the day, like all these stories do. If you watch them on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, they all start as a child. That is where the passion starts for a lot of people. Now I lived down south in the UK, and lots of woodland areas close by, and so we used to find the toads, we used to find frogs. You could go to local ponds and see all the tadpoles, and it was great, to watch them and hold them and get covered in slime, and that's what kids do. And I've always loved watching animal programs. I always loved, I had a cat, I've had dogs, I've had rabbits, and they're great. And I've had a husky, and quite frankly, he is like my boy. Unfortunately, he's not with me anymore. But I've always wanted a snake. Now, when I was a little kid, my dad was very much like, no, you can't have one. It's a very long commitment. I mean, ball pythons can live 20, 30 years in captivity, so it's a very sort of lifelong commitment. So I understand why he said it. However, I was very lucky to live in the area I did, and I was able to find a slow worm. And I found this slow worm, put it in a cage, and that was my first experience of owning a pet reptile. Now, a slow worm is actually a legless lizard that is native to the UK. They are now endangered, so you're not allowed to sell them or endanger them in any way. I think they come into effect in 2010. I'm just checking my notes because, I'm not going to remember everything. This is me quite unedited. I've seen some videos that I really like that are unedited. I think that's more of a personal touch. You get the person who is. I mean, I could look fabulous. I could put makeup on. Don't really think makeup's going to make much difference. Let's be honest. But I want it to be. These are the facts. This is the truth. This is personal between you and me. Yeah. So this is what this vlog's going to be about. So, yeah, I've gone through, obviously, growing up. I've moved around for work. I used to be a chef. I've worked for the military as a civilian contractor, cooking for the boys. And I've sort of moved around from the chefing. I've been a carer, so I've moved around and cared for people. And I've even had a construction company. So I've pretty much done the odd thing. And unfortunately, I've had a lot of girlfriends just like, oh my God, snakes, don't like them. But now I'm settled. Where I am, I will be moving to a different house soon. What will be kind of cool, because I'll have a room set up for snakes. The girlfriend doesn't know, but shh. Anyway, she loves snakes as well. She's always holding Diesel, and she's sort of enjoying learning about the snakes as well as I am. Now, why did I go for a ball python over any other snake? There's loads of royal python, depending on where you come from or where you're watching. Now, they're both the same creatures. However, the Americans call them ball pythons because when they curl up in a ball, or when you hold them, they curl up in a ball when they're scared. Hence, ball python. We call them royal pythons in Europe, in England, because in Africa, where they come from, the royals or the higher echelon used to wear them around their necks. They used to wear them on their wrists. And then, quite frankly, they'd just stay there. It was almost like a sign of power. You know, I have this grand 5-foot snake just resting. He knows I'm the boss. You know, they look gorgeous. And quite frankly, that's sort of a homage to how docile they are. You know, they are, they literally just curl up, quite happy. They're not toys. So if you're thinking, oh, I'm going to get a snake and I can hold him and play games with him all the time, and snakes aren't ready for you. Now, I've done a lot of research on loads of different websites. I've watched loads and loads of videos. I've read loads and loads of books, even before I considered getting a snake. But I'm going to do a video on, for the first 2 weeks of having a snake, what to expect, what you're going to go through. You're going to worry, you're going to have good points, you're going to think, why is he not eating? Am I doing it wrong? And you probably potentially are, like I did the first time I tried to feed him. And yeah, but I mean, there's so many things about a ball python. One, for me, when you think of a snake, they have the arrow-shaped head, the slender body, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I went for a royal python over a corn snake as a first, like a beginner snake. Now, a lot of people go for corn snakes and they're gorgeous colouring. However, it wasn't the one for me. But also with ball pythons there is thousands and thousands of different morphs. Now, morphs are just colours of the scales. I think currently there's like 6,500, 7,000 different morphs. I believe I read that on Google. However, if I'm wrong, please message me. And they range from anything from, you can probably get a normal royal python or ball python for £50, up to thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds, depending on the morph you're going for. I'm going to put a couple of different morphs in this video just so you can see what you can get, from completely white to yellows to browns to blacks to just this, some gorgeous. There's even ones called pied that they're white and they've almost got like little orange smiley faces on. Absolutely gorgeous. There's clowns, and yes, I'm going to do a video probably more into that going forward. But yeah, so this is me. It's going to be a very honest, open vlog about, and videos and web page and YouTube page and Instagram page. So please subscribe, because unlike all the rest of these pages, I am going to be honest. I am going to be open. If I do something wrong, you're going to see it. Because I want you, as someone who's looking into getting a snake, I want you to look and go, do you know what, actually, everyone I watch make it look so easy. They literally just get a mouse out of a bucket, strang, and the snake takes it straight away. Well, unless you heat that snake, the rat up, the mouse up to the right temperature, what I didn't the first time, the snake's not going to be interested. It's not going to really know where it is. And also, the first time I fed my snake, it got some substrate stuck in its mouth. What kind of freaked me out, because I was like, my snake's going to choke. However, he dealt with it itself, because obviously they're used to this. But I got a cool little trick that someone told me that I'll tell you about that when I do my first 15 days, what to expect and what I've sort of learned. But yeah, so that's the end of this video. Please subscribe, please like, please check on my Instagram. You'll see lots of pictures of Diesel.